Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the moments that defined the 6th season of Friends.
Well, we didn't get married?
Get married? That's ridiculous.
The one with the season recap. Last time we caught up with Friends, Monica and Chandler were about to get married, only to realize they'd been beaten to the chapel. We always assumed Ross and Rachel would be endgame, but not like this. And clearly, they didn't quite picture it like this either.
This is not a marriage. This is the world's worst hangover.
What follows is arguably one of Ross's messiest divorces. In no small part because, well, he makes some pretty poor choices. Meanwhile, Monica and Chandler realize they might not be ready for marriage, but perhaps there's another step they could take.
Live together. There've been no signs for that.
Me asking is kind of a sign.
So the girls' apartment becomes Monica and Chandler's home, while Rachel moves in with Phoebe. Meanwhile, Joey finds a new roommate, a dancer called Janine, played by Elle Macpherson. Ross also gets a new job this season, or at least his British counterpart does.
Imagine his consternation when... Oh, bloody hell.
It's also where he meets Elizabeth, a student he dates for a while. That's not his only romantic interest this season that had us raising an eyebrow. Isn't there some rule about dating your ex's sister? Even if she is played by Reese Witherspoon.
You're not at home. You're right here.
Yeah, I know. And I bet you thought it would be weird. But it's not.
Indeed, Friends went particularly hard on guest stars this season. We've already name-dropped 2, but here are a few more for you to pick up. Conchata Ferrell plays the judge in Ross and Rachel's annulment. Ralph Lauren shows up as himself. Ron Glass plays Ross's divorce lawyer, and Bruce Willis plays Elizabeth's dad. This season also gave us so many talking points, from Rachel's trifle to Ross and Monica's routine.
When the snippy guy sees the routine, he'll want to build us our own platform.
Then, of course, we also learned what it meant to have a total state of awareness. Weirdly, this season also featured what appeared to be just a very long commercial for Pottery Barn.
That fan kind of looks like ours, and the bird cage, and this... Wait a second, this is our exact living room!
We also got another Clips episode, apparently one of 6 we'd get over the 10 seasons. We also got an alternate universe double feature with The One That Could Have Been. Finally, we got the proposal that truly set the standard for the romantic moment we'd want when our time comes. The one where Ross gets divorced again. Okay, perhaps that title isn't entirely fair, but come on, he's definitely out in the lead in the divorce tally.
What are you guys gonna do? Oh, I guess we just find a divorce lawyer?
Well, I think Ross already has one. Now, this one's free, right? Because you paid for the first 2, so you get the third one for free.
But let's go back a second. In the season 5 finale, Ross and Rachel drunkenly get married and have no recollection of it the following day. It's not ideal, but it is reasonable grounds for an annulment. Unfortunately for Ross, it drags up every insecurity he's been carrying for years and pushes him into some truly terrible decisions.
Well, I tried, but when I got to my lawyer's office, all I could hear was, 3 divorces, 3 divorces. Look, I just don't want my tombstone to read Ross Geller, 3 divorces.
What was he thinking? That Rachel would never find out? Of course, it all blows up. On the surface, it's selfish and yet another reason Ross hasn't aged well with some fans. But underneath, it reveals something much sadder. Ross is still haunted by his romantic past, which leads him to make the kinds of decisions that make us scream at him through our TVs.
First marriage, wife's hidden sexuality, not my fault. Second marriage, said the wrong name at the altar, a little my fault. Third marriage, well, they really shouldn't allow you to get married when you're that drunk and have writing all over your face. Nevada's fault.
His desperation to hold on to this marriage, in some twisted way, makes him unbelievably infuriating but also strangely human. Not that we're justifying a single one of his choices. No, they were all bad. Honestly, we needed to see the one where Ross goes to therapy.
Look, Ross, you can't get an annulment unless you and Rachel are both there.
Uh-huh. What about someone who looks like Rachel? I will think about the therapy.
It takes 5 episodes for Ross and Rachel to close this chapter, and we wouldn't have blamed her if she'd cut Ross off for good after that. Instead, this arc gets a surprisingly compassionate ending, one that reminds us that this love story is far from over.
I know he divorced a lot of women. Never thought I'd be divorcing you.
I know. I always thought if you and I got married, that would be the one that stuck.
The one where Ross dates a student. We imagine Ross and Rachel needed a cooling off period after that whole divorce debacle, so in the meantime, they go on to date other people. Although there should really be some code about dating siblings.
It's too weird for you. I won't see her again.
Thank you, yeah.
I mean, after tomorrow night.
No, please, Ross, I can't do it.
Okay.
Yet Ross's biggest relationship this season is with one of his students, Elizabeth. Age gap aside, the fact that he is her professor makes this relationship far more troubling than the series wanted to admit. Sure, they address the fact that it's actually forbidden in the university's rulebook, but that just makes them want each other more.
It's wrong. It's naughty. It's taboo.
Shut the book.
Once again, Ross proves to be rather controlling in this relationship, letting those familiar demons from his past overrule any rational thought the second he feels insecure. In the end, it takes a water balloon to wash reality over him. However, did you know that there was a whole other plan for this relationship?
Ross! Wait!
Elizabeth, thank God. I was just thinking about...
You suck!
What?
The season 6 finale holds a very special place in our hearts, but apparently it could have looked very different. Originally, Elizabeth was going to come back into Ross's life to announce that she was pregnant.
You brought protection, right?
Why, are there like bears or something? Oh, protection. That I forgot.
Season 7 would see Ross deal with that bombshell, only to learn in that season's finale that the baby's not his. So why did they abandon that plan? Well, firstly, how would you feel if you spent a whole season investing in a storyline that ended up going nowhere? Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Breakup's still on.
It's also not the first time Ross finds out that he's going to parent a child with an ex, and the writers already knew it wouldn't be the last. But that's a story for another time. We also can't talk about this relationship without mentioning Elizabeth's father, Paul, a role that won Bruce Willis an Emmy.
Just a love machine. I'm just a love machine. But you have, baby.
That's even more impressive and kind of funny when you know how he ended up on Friends in the first place. You see, Willis and Matthew Perry had just starred together in the whole 9 yards. Willis wasn't convinced it would be a hit, but Perry was, so they made a bet. If the movie crushed it at the box office, Willis would guest star on Friends. Sure enough, it pulled in $106 million and even got a not-so-great sequel. Willis kept his word and then donated his fee to several charities. He really is the man.
Because you're a neat guy. You are the man. You are the man.
The one with all the water cooler moments. There were so many moments this season that we couldn't wait to talk about with our own friends.
Oh my God! Is everybody getting married?
For instance, sure, Monica and Chandler didn't get married, but who else had spotted the homage to Courtney Cox and David Arquette, who had gotten married between seasons? Another unforgettable Thanksgiving episode proved just how perfectly Friends worked in the bottle format.
So, now, Rach, this is a traditional English trifle, isn't it?
It sure is.
Wow. So then did you make it with beef or eggplant?
Beef.
I can't have any. You know I don't eat beef. Oh!
It allowed everyone to show off their comedy chops while showing why this dynamic has kept audiences hooked for 6 seasons. The infamous English trifle gag became instantly iconic, teaching us 2 valuable lessons. Never mix beef with dessert, and sometimes friendship means pretending to enjoy something even if it tastes like feet.
It tastes like feet.
I like it.
Are you kidding?
What's not to like? Custard? Good. Jam? Good. Meat? Good.
It also marked a huge point in Monica and Chandler's relationship. It turns out the Gellers aren't big Chandler fans, thanks to Ross.
I got high in my bedroom and my parents walked in and smelled it, and so I told them that you had gotten stoned and jumped out the window.
He's forced to clear Chandler's name, leading to a hilarious cascade of secrets being revealed. In short, its chaotic, rapid-fire humor and high-stakes revelations quickly made this episode a fan favorite.
Monica and Chandler are living together!
Ross married Rachel in Vegas and got divorced again! I love Jacques Cousteau!
I wasn't supposed to put beef in the trifle.
Staying in the holiday spirit, few sitcom dances are as burned into our brains as the routine.
Is it really that good?
Well, we got honorable mention in the brother-sister dance category. Look, it's almost fake midnight. Do we really have any other choice?
You know, the one Monica and Ross whip out at the taping of Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve? The one we know every step of, like one of those dances we choreographed with our own friends as kids. But did you know it was choreographed by Robin Antin, the very same one who went on to put together the Pussycat Dolls? She was told to make it, quote, extremely funny and over the top, but we needed to believe that Ross and Monica truly thought they were doing something special.
Do we really need to ask who's going up on the platform next?
Oh no, you get up there and do that again, exactly like that. Make sure and get this, Dick will want it for the blooper show.
By the way, this isn't the only time she choreographed on Friends. We have 2 words for you: Danny DeVito. Anyway, Antin praised Courtney Cox and David Schwimmer for how quickly they picked up the choreo, and for the Geller flourishes they added. Fans still can't hear that song without busting out these moves. Just maybe make sure you know who's lifting who or whom before you get to that bit, or make sure you've both developed a more heightened sense of awareness. Yes, that does bring us to another season highlight. In this episode, Rachel and Phoebe take up self-defense classes, but Ross thinks he alone can impart the most important lesson of all.
And there's a concept you should really be familiar with. It's what the Japanese call unagi.
Isn't that a kind of sushi?
Before this, like Rachel, Phoebe, and even Chandler, we too thought unagi was just freshwater eel. But oh, how wrong we were. Maybe they took a cue from the whole pivot gag last season, but it was clear the writers had found a formula that worked.
Danger!
What the hell was that?
A lesson in the importance of unagi.
Ross latches onto something with all his might. No one else takes him seriously, and he doubles down by repeating the same word until it becomes a cultural touchstone. It also allows the cast to show off their physical comedy talents. Unagi is a short, quirky, and easy-to-repeat phrase, making it a classic quotable moment that still pops up in conversation, memes, and social media decades later.
Danger! Salmon skin roll.
The one that could have been. As we mentioned earlier, Friends gave us another clip show this season in the one with mac and cheese. However, they also broke the usual sitcom structure by imagining alternate realities for our 6 leads.
And do you guys think if all those things happened, we'd still hang out?
In this world, Rachel married Barry, Monica was still fuller-figured, Phoebe became a stockbroker, Joey wasn't fired from Days of Our Lives, Chandler quit his job to focus on writing, and Ross and Carol had never gotten divorced. All this to answer the key question, would they all still be friends if these realities had panned out? And the short answer is yes. In this universe, the typically shallow Chandler and Monica still get together too. Hey, lobsters always find their way to each other, right?
I'm the ruptured spleen.
Why would you do that?
Because you shouldn't be with him. You should be with me.
Plus, who hasn't had those what-if conversations? And how great would it have been to see them play out? This was a bold move for the series, which was typically driven by consistency and familiarity, but it showed that the creators were willing to take risks and explore character dynamics in fresh and creative ways. Indeed, it was really fun to see these characters in new lights and watch the actors stretch out a little more.
You're in my office. Look, I have made a lot of cash for this company, okay? I'm talking big bucks. pesos, yen, rubles. You make one little mistake.
You lost $13 million.
Oh, so now this is all about money.
It was a brilliant example of pushing beyond the usual sitcom formula, and we loved it almost as much as the main takeaway that no matter where life took them, they'd always be friends. Even better, Phoebe would have still found her way to music.
Tell all your hate and anger, it's time to say goodbye. And that is just what I will do soon as those bastards I worked for die. La 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 la.
The one with the product placement. It's not uncommon for TV shows, movies, and other forms of entertainment to double as advertisements.
Oh, love these little drawers. Oh, look, it says that it holds 300 CDs.
Just like the apothecary tables of yore.
From a marketing perspective, it's brilliant for widening your reach. From a storytelling perspective, though, it can be hit or miss, depending on how naturally it's integrated into the story. Friends made it painfully obvious, centering a whole storyline around Pottery Barn, yet it fits so seamlessly that we barely noticed.
Can we please just cover this up with something, please?
What? No, I am not gonna hide it from Phoebe. Oh, although I did get some great Pottery Barn sheets.
Oh, I forgot they made sheets.
Yeah.
Of course, Phoebe would hate Pottery Barn. That's hardly out of character. Meanwhile, we barely realize the amount of product placement blatantly being laid out before us. Phoebe even comes around in the end.
Well, are you saying that you would move out if I didn't buy that lamp?
Well, no, I'm not gonna move out.
Are you saying that you would move out if I didn't buy that lamp?
Oh, yes, I would so move out.
Okay, then I don't have a choice. I have to buy that lamp.
That's right.
Some people saw it as nothing more than a cash grab to cover high production costs. But Pottery Barn insisted they didn't sponsor the show, although they had sent over some items. Either way, it was a win. Years later, phones continued to light up with catalog requests whenever the episode re-aired.
All I can think about is how I don't have that lamp.
Well, then, honey, buy the lamp. Hey, we have that $60 from Ross.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. The one that could have been the series finale, aka the one with the proposal. Back at the start of the season, Monica and Chandler realized that perhaps they weren't quite ready for marriage yet, no matter what the universe tried to tell them.
We're doing the right thing, right?
Oh, of course we are. We left it up to fate. We were supposed to get married, there would be a clear-cut sign.
Instead, they took another huge step in their relationship. This wasn't just a milestone for them. It marked the end of one era for the gang and the start of the next. For a character known for commitment issues, Chandler's growth was both surprising and satisfying, proving once and for all that Monica and Chandler were meant to be. The double feature finale kept everyone on edge, with Chandler all too convincingly taking marriage off the table and Richard throwing a spanner into the works.
Fair would have been you wanting to marry me back then. Or a fair would be Chandler wanting to marry me now. Believe me, nothing about this is fair. Nothing. Nothing. Okay.
The writers carefully considered Richard's role in this arc before even asking Tom Selleck to reprise his role. It was important to them that his appearance had the right impact on this story, and oh boy did it pay off.
You go get her, Chandler. And can I give you a piece of advice? If you do get her, don't let her go. Trust me.
And then came the proposal. It's hard to overstate the scene's impact. This was Friends at its best, bringing together humor and heart without tipping into overly saccharine.
You wanted it to be a surprise.
It reminded us why Monica and Chandler belong together while also delivering gut-punch joy and happy tears. The moment has lived on in pop culture for a reason, appearing on countless best proposals and best episodes lists.
Monica, will you marry me?
Yes.
Fun fact, the real reason Ross misses out on this monumental moment is because David Schwimmer was filming Band of Brothers overseas.
Oh, no, wait, no, this is wrong. Ross isn't here.
Oh, hell, he's done this 3 times. He knows what it's about.
Yeah.
What makes this moment even more special is that it could have been the series finale, not just the season 6 finale. The cast was still negotiating their salaries, and the finale nearly aired without the pay agreement settled. With a raise to $750,000 per episode and 2 more seasons signed, the deal came through just 4 days before this landmark episode aired.
The only thing that matters is that you make me happier than I ever thought I could be.
What a relief that was to us all.
Can we come in yet? We're dying out here.
Come in, come in. We're engaged.
We basically watched this proposal with the same level of excitement we would have held for one of our own friends, and we wanted to be invited to the wedding. After all those seasons ending on total cliffhangers, it was refreshing to actually just breathe in the romance and let it sink in. Could it be any more perfect?
Oh, my darling, you are wonderful tonight.
What was your season 6 highlight? Let us know in the comments.